How has the true crime genre evolved over the years? If you're curious about how the true crime genre has changed over time, you're about to uncover a fascinating history that spans centuries. Let's start from the very beginning. The true crime genre has its roots as far back as the 16th century. In Elizabethan England, hawkers sold pamphlets detailing gruesome murders and other crimes. These pamphlets were popular among the artisan class and above, as they were the only ones who could afford them. They often included moral messages and were meant to regulate social order and promote punitive actions. In the 17th century, China saw the publication of The Book of Swindles by Zhang Yingyu, which included stories about alleged cases of fraud. This was part of a broader genre known as court case fiction, which blended fact and fiction. The modern true crime genre gained significant traction in the early 19th century. The Ratcliff Highway murders in 1811, which resulted in the deaths of 7 people, captivated Britain. Thomas de Quincey's essay on murder considered as one of the fine arts in 1827 used these murders to critique society's view of crime. This period also saw the establishment of the Metropolitan Police, one of the first modern police departments, which led to the rise of detective stories. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, true crime reporting became more widespread with the advent of newspapers. The penny press and later newspapers like the New York Times and the Boston Globe covered high-profile cases like the Lizzie Borden murder. However, this period was also marked by criticism for sensationalism and exploitation. The 1920s and 1930s saw the emergence of true crime magazines. The first true crime magazine, True Detective, was published in 1924 and featured factual accounts of crimes. By the 1930s, these magazines were incredibly popular, with 6 million copies sold each month. Authors like Edmund Pearson wrote true crime stories that were published in high-class magazines, distinguishing them from the sensationalized accounts in the penny press. Truman Capote's In Cold Blood in 1965 is often credited with establishing the modern true crime genre. This nonfiction novel used narrative techniques to detail the murders of the Clutter family, making it respectable to read about such crimes. This book marked a significant shift in how true crime was presented and consumed. The late 20th century saw another surge in true crime popularity. The O.J. Simpson trial in 1995 and TV shows like CSI made audiences more familiar with legal proceedings. This led to the success of podcasts like Serial in the 2010s, which explored judicial cases in detail. In recent years, true crime has exploded in popularity with the rise of documentaries, podcasts, and streaming services. Shows like The Staircase and Making a Murderer have captivated audiences with their detailed and often dramatic portrayals of real crimes. The Netflix series on Jeffrey Dahmer, for example, was a huge hit, despite criticism for its graphic content. Today, true crime media encompasses a wide range of formats, from books and magazines to podcasts and documentaries. Despite ongoing ethical dilemmas and criticisms about exploitation, the genre continues to draw a large and dedicated audience. It serves not only as entertainment, but also as a platform to discuss complex issues in the criminal justice system. The evolution of true crime is a story of how human fascination with crime has been shaped by changing media and societal attitudes over centuries. From pamphlets to podcasts, this genre has adapted and grown, reflecting our enduring curiosity about the darker aspects of human nature.